What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing one of the most underrated sneakers of the last couple years, the New Balance 997S. Before we jump into that, I've actually got a giveaway going for the Fear of God ones in this green colorway. I actually got really lucky in Chicago for ComplexCon and walked into the Nike Lab store right when they were restocking these shoes. So I picked up a pair and I decided to give it to one of you guys. Now the way I'm running this giveaway is a little bit different than some of my other giveaways because I'm not going to tell you what size this pair of sneakers is. In order to win it, you're just going to have to be the right size. So to enter the giveaway, what you have to do is subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, follow me on both Instagram and on Twitter at RealSethFowler, and then go back to the video where I first announced this giveaway, which is the ComplexCon vlog. Comment your size, where you're located, the best social media handle to reach you on, and you're good to go. All the links needed for the giveaway and the instructions are in the description below. So as soon as you're done with this video, make sure to enter the giveaway. But with the obvious heat out of the way, let's jump into the sleepers. So I've known about the New Balance 997S for a while now, and the shoe's actually been out for a while now. But I really started to take notice when New Balance started to drop some really solid collabs on this shoe. Most notably the Kawhi Leonard 997S and the Bodega collab on this shoe. Both of those were incredible looking sneakers, and both of those I actually missed out on. Now this colorway isn't a collaboration, this is just the standard $120, I guess, Miami colorway of the shoe. But honestly, I still think it's an incredible looking sneaker and one that I really wish I had picked up sooner. The 997S, or the 997 Sport, is actually an update on the very popular 997. This version does, however, feature a couple newer technologies that should make it slightly more comfortable. But jumping right into this sneaker, let's start things off on the toe. The mudguard that surrounds the edge of the toe is made up of this pretty premium feeling gray suede, a lot more premium than I would have expected for a $120 shoe. I also actually really like the cut of the mudguard. It gives the toe of the sneaker a very interesting shape, and it's not something you really see played with a lot. Just behind the mudguard, you've got this bright white mesh that covers up the toe. It's also backed with some sort of fabric, so it's not as breathable as it would be if it was just straight mesh. Moving even farther up on the shoe, you've got what looks to be a 3M hit just beneath the laces. Speaking of the laces, you've got these bright white flat laces that weave through the upper of the shoe over top of the black tongue. As you probably noticed already, the tongue itself isn't actually a separate tongue. This shoe comes with sort of a booty upper construction, which is pretty standard nowadays. And I don't mind it. I kind of wish the tongue was separate because it'd allow you to customize the fit a little bit better. But the fit isn't bad and the tongue doesn't actually feel bad. It's just something that I kind of wish they had done a little bit differently. Moving inside the sneaker, you've got a bright hit of magenta or pink around the heel of the shoe, and you've got a pretty well padded ankle collar. These magenta or pink accents around the shoe are some of my favorite details on the sneaker because they really make it stand out. And it really does fit with that sort of Miami vibe. I don't know if that's what they were going for with this shoe, but that's what it reminds me of. The insole of the sneaker comes in black with the 997S text printed on the heel, and I would say the overall fit of this shoe is solid. It did seem to fit me true to size. I didn't have any issues with length or width, but as I always suggest, if you have a chance to try the shoe on first before you buy it, which you should be able to do because it's not a hard sneaker to find, definitely do that to make sure you're grabbing the right size for you. Continuing back on the side of the shoe, you get to this dark gray suede midfoot panel with a plastic New Balance logo stitched into the middle of it. Just behind that, you've got this dark gray piece of TPU which acts as the uppermost eyelets and should give you a little bit more durability. Then moving around to the heel of the shoe, you've got a couple different panels coming together. You've got a black suede, a black mesh, and then sort of a tealish green around the top of the ankle. The more I look at this shoe, the more I just love this colorway, and I'm not usually a fan of this sort of Miami themed colorway on sneakers, but the way it was implemented on this pair is just so well done. It's simple and minimal, but it still has a little bit of a pop to it. It's just awesome. That's definitely not to say that some of the other colorways of the 997S aren't great as well. This one was just my favorite one available on their website. I think personally, if I could pick any of the colorways, I probably would go with the Bodega collab colorway because that one's just nuts and I love it. But of all the sort of basic retail colorways that are available, this one's by far my favorite. Moving down on the shoe, you get to this multicolor but mostly gray midsole with hits of pink and teal in the midfoot. Then on the back, you've got this call out to their absorb cushioning, which they say is in the midfoot. I would hope that it's in the entire midsole of the shoe, but that's just what they say on their website. If the absorb cushioning is the foam that I think that it is, this white foam that you can actually see pretty well on the medial side of the shoe, It feels relatively good underfoot. It's nothing mind-blowing. It's not crazy at all. It's just kind of a standard foam midsole. I mean, the overall comfort of the shoe is good. It's definitely something that you can walk around in all day, have no foot issues at all. It's just not gonna blow you away. It's not like Boost, it's not like React, it's just kind of a standard sort of foam midsole. Then moving to the bottom of the shoe, you've got this black rubber outsole, and then in the center of the midfoot, you've got what they're calling out to be the motion control device, which I think is just a torsion plate. I genuinely think the New Balance 997S is one of the most underrated sneakers on the market. I think it's a great looking shoe. I think a lot of the collabs they are dropping are incredible, and I think New Balance is really turning things around, and it's really cool to see that. The materials used on the shoe are solid, especially for a $120 shoe, and I think overall, aesthetically, it's a great looking sneaker. It's also crazy to me that over the last year or so, New Balance actually has a lot of sneakers that are reselling, and I'm not talking about reselling like maybe $20 over retail. I'm talking like $700, $800 at least. It's nuts, but good for them. They're killing it. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the New Balance 997S and whether you already have a pair or whether you'd consider grabbing a pair. So make sure to leave those comments in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to enter the Fear of God 1 giveaway. The links and the instructions needed to enter are in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.